Hey YouTube, it's Corey back again. Thank you for checking out my LG channel. Life is good. That's what the channel's about. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel below to see more YouTube videos like this. Motivational videos, personal finance videos, investing videos, IT videos, entrepreneur videos, all sorts of good videos. I've got tons of experience. That's why I decided to make this channel, and I'm super happy, super excited that you're checking me out. Okay, so today I wanted to today I'm going to talk about owning your own business, and specifically, probably the first step that you should take to owning your own business. And you're probably going to be surprised, but I'm going to say that this is the first step you should take. You should take yourself seriously, okay? That's as simple as it is, right? I know you're going to be like, Corey, that's ridiculous. That's way too simple. But it's true. The first piece of advice I would give anybody who's looking to start their own business and hasn't before is basically take yourself seriously, okay? To the point that you're willing to tell your significant other, your friends, your family about your entrepreneurship, that you're not afraid, because if you're afraid from the get-go, if you're scared, timid from the get-go, your chances of succeeding are going to decline, right? It's just that simple. Like, seriously, take yourself seriously. Know why you're doing what you're doing, okay? Understand why you want to start your own business. Everybody's got their own reasons. Lord knows I've had mine. Maybe it's just natural for you. Maybe you don't want to work for, a company or the man or whatever. Maybe you want to make your own hours. Maybe you want a flexibility in your own schedule, being able to like work from home or remote or travel like I do, and still get paid. Basically, but all of this is great, but take yourself seriously, right? Like the paychecks aren't gonna come if you take yourself seriously, right? The paychecks are gonna come if you're running around town telling everybody, word of mouth business and what you're doing and networking and reaching out and making contacts and reaching out to other businesses, understanding your competitors, knowing your pricing structure, all of these things. Take yourself seriously, right? Like, when you start a business, like legitimately start your business, go to, if it's your Secretary of State, file all the proper forms, seek tax advice so you understand the tax implications that you're going to have for owning your own business. You're going to have expenses and deductions and credits and all sorts of different nuances with starting a business. So by taking yourself serious, which is the point and topic of this video, you're going to have a higher success rate, right? Like you're not going to fail because you're not going to say, you know what, I never thought I could do this anyways. You have to change your mindset, okay? This is how I owned and started and now own 4 different businesses, okay? Some businesses I've actually sold too, so it wasn't just 4, but you have to take yourself serious. I've always taken myself seriously, and it's interesting because you'll find along the way those that support you and those that don't. And if you're one of those people that sort of, I'm not that type of person, but it is interesting that I've noticed, I should say, that other people are really, really concerned for me, maybe not even in a good way. Like, they're concerned and sort of almost hoping or wishing that I fail, right? Like, they think that my businesses were a stupid idea, or I couldn't do it, or whatever. Like, there's all these different reasons why other people don't start businesses. And it's interesting, you start telling them about your business, and the ones that don't accept it, and the ones that aren't accepting of you, and the ones that aren't supportive, are so quick to label out why you can't. And if you don't take yourself serious, you might, fall into the trap of being like, I have respected this person, you know, my friend's opinion in the past, and maybe they're right, you know, gee, Corey, gee, John may be right, maybe I can't start my, no, you can start your own business. And let me tell you what, you're going to run into people day one that tell you you can't, okay? You got to understand that there are people who don't want you to succeed. And there's going to be people who don't understand you. But that's why you yourself take yourself seriously, okay? Because you're going to be your biggest critic. When I say take yourself serious, like, don't pretend that everything is rosy and that, like, you know, things are going good if they're not. Like, look at your business, analyze your output, look at your success, and look at your progress, and look at your failures, okay? Look at your failures and understand what you can do to overcome those and improve those and whatever, you know. But that's all part of just seriously taking yourself serious, right? How else do you think that I don't know. I'll use the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, the outspoken owner that we all. No. I'm going to say Bill Gates. I'm going to say Mark Zuckerberg. We're going to go use people from the IT industry and maybe the finance industry, Warren Buffett and some other bigwigs that know what to do with money. Do you think that they made it without taking themselves seriously? Do you think that Steve Jobs and Wozniak sitting in that garage were like, no, Steve, I don't think that you and I are going to make it happen, man. No, they took themselves very seriously. Everywhere they went, every business deal that they encountered, they took themselves serious to the point that, you know, other people respected them and other people took them serious. And the key players that needed to made it happen because of how serious they were, right? That's basically what it is. So go all in. Don't just, if you've watched Shark Tank, I'm hesitant to reference this and copyright, whatever, you know, Shark Tank, you can use, their trademarks are all copyrighted, their materials all copyrighted, and I'm not going to get into all that, but Mark Cuban often says, you know, that he doesn't want to make a deal with people who aren't 110% committed. Like, if you're starting your own business, you need to be way more committed than just your old life of showing up and clocking in, right? And clocking out. You need to be way more committed. You're going to be working extra hours from day one. You're going to be the marketing person. You're going to be the finance guy. You're going to be the janitor. You're going to do everything, okay? And you need to be so committed to doing a great job at every aspect so that you can really understand your business, really understand where it's headed, so you can understand how to maximize your profit, your gains, make it lucrative, right? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna want money, okay? You're not gonna say, I'm just gonna make maybe you have tons of money, I don't know, and you just start businesses because you're bored. I don't know, but most people do it because they want to make money, and they feel a greater satisfaction by getting their own paycheck than something that they've maybe showed up and contributed with somebody else and punched the clock for, right? Your own self-satisfaction is why it's so important to take yourself serious, because when you get that check, it's going to pay off, all right? You're going to get bigger and bigger checks. You're going to get bigger and bigger deals. And pretty soon, you're going to realize why you wanted to be an entrepreneur, right? And continue, even after that point, even when you think you've made it, you know, continue to self-evaluate and be self-critical and also, you know, look out, be objective, be critical, but sort of seek other external feedback, because feedback is so critical. And if you haven't yet, please leave me a message and give me some feedback in my video. I know I'm slowing down a little bit, but if you like my videos, if I'm not doing something right, please leave a comment, whatever. If you don't like them, still leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know, hey, dude, your separated shoulder over there is really bothering me. Like, what's the deal with that? Like, maybe you just want to know, you know. Leave me a comment and I'll tell you. I separated my shoulder riding a motorcycle and a motorcycle accident. So But I can still lift, I can still bench, whatever, you know. Injuries happen. That did not stop me from being self-confident. That did not stop me from owning 4 businesses, okay? Like, so many people make excuses. So many people just don't take themselves seriously. Like, they're like, oh, I could never do my own taxes. Or, oh, I could never change my own oil. Like, why? Why? I mean, if that's something, maybe that's something you're really good at. I don't know. But seriously, just take yourself serious, guys, okay? How do you take yourself more seriously? How do I take myself seriously? Like I said, you know, be critical with this YouTube thing. You know, I'm holding myself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Set your goals and reach those goals and achieve those goals. And if you don't, if you miss the mark, do a lesson learned and a retrospective and understand what went wrong and why you didn't do that. But be objective and get some feedback, you know what I'm saying? I've said all these things in the videos, and if you haven't checked out my other videos, check those out. But that's it. You know, I'm gonna probably make another video on like owning 4 businesses or something to do with how I run 4 businesses. That's gonna give you more insight into like how it's possible. Okay, you think that Donald Trump, the current President Trump, became president and owned all those, just one business? No, he owns tons of businesses, okay, in every different country. To own 4 is just a drop in the bucket, you know. So if you think that's incredible, dude, like, people are blowing me away, okay? But that's what you have to do. If you want to be a millionaire by your mid-30s, easily, just have some self-motivation, some self-drive, be self-disciplined, and you'll be all right. You'll be all right, you know. If you give up, if you quit, that's what happens. That's what why businesses fail. Don't be that way, you know. Push through it. Push through failure. Push through the negative naysayers, you know, the negative Nancys. Push through your blocks and your hard, you know, hard points. Like owning your own business is hard. You're gonna have tough points. You're gonna have points where you're gonna want to quit and give up. Trust me, I've been sued. I've been injured. I've been just tired, exhausted. You know, late nights where you don't even think it's possible. You're like writing bills at 3 in the morning. You know, it's like, come on, you know. But that's what you do, right? That's what you do. So you just, your self motivation. That's it. Like, take yourself seriously. If you can't take yourself serious, you're never going to be a successful business owner. But have fun along the way, guys. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this little chat. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel below, and have a great week. It's been awesome for me so far. You know, if people are saying you can't, prove them wrong. Prove them wrong, you know, silently. You don't need to tell them, you know, ask them, say, why can't I, you know, and maybe they'll have some valid criticism, maybe they won't, but at least you'll have some more insight, right, and know what to look for. But they're wrong, I'm right. You can own your own business. Especially if it's something you love to do and you're passionate about. You're going to quickly see that you're going to be good at it, you're going to make money at it, and you're going to succeed at it. So thanks for checking me out, guys. LG channel is the channel. Life is good, that's what it stands for. I'm Corey, the latest and greatest hot YouTube personality. Corey, have a great night, guys. See ya.